Ever feel like a renegade?
You're watching Quebexico Pirate Radio, and we are Gutter Puddle. This first song is I Ride for Free.
I'm from up north, Prince George.
Prince George? And how long have you been here in Vancouver?
Since late this summer.
This is your first time?
No.
No.
I've been here and there, on and off.
Because I'm very curious as to, what are the undercurrents and the different types of cultures that are going on in this so-called Canada place that we apparently live. So
I'm pretty much from the west coast here, between Vancouver Island and other parts of BC. I moved around a lot in between there.
Yeah, but still, you got some movement.
Yeah.
On that side. And I find there's a lot of island hoppers.
I fucked off to Alberta for a bit, but then I was like, fuck this, I'm going back to BC.
Yeah, no, that's a big culture shock for sure.
Lethbridge in the winter and no warning about what it was like, so.
Oh.
Fuck that.
I love that somebody commented, when do you guys play Lethbridge next? We just left it alone.
With Lethbridge.
No.
I'd like to say from Vancouver, BC, where our band originated from.
You'd like
No.
to say that.
I'm from a little town in Ontario called Peterborough. And that's right here, Peterborough.
Yeah.
Exactly. You tell them.
But yeah. Yeah, I'm from Peterborough, Ontario. It's actually known as like a little musical hockey town. Shit like that.
Come on.
Peterborough Pete's. Yeah.
No barking at things.
It's I guess 45 minutes away from everything. Other than little buttfuck podunks that surround it. We had the
BC.
lift locks there.
What are those?
They were like the first man-made water hydraulic, like lifts boats
Oh,
up
dope.
the fucking waterfall and like brings them down on one side.
Oh, that's
so it's
cool.
like all water powered.
Yeah.
The town's actually haunted as shit, so I guess might explain.
With that being said, with you all originating from a different part of this landmass, what does culture mean to you? How would you define culture? What has it come to mean to you?
Which culture?
Just culture in general. What, like, because we're all from different places, we use this word a lot, but we don't always mean the same thing when we use it when we say it.
Yeah.
So if we say it, then we're like, oh, it is culture.
Because, like, isn't the definition of culture basically, like, art or expression or tradition to a group of people? So a
Sure.
group of people could be, like, basically anything from a small group of friends to, like a type of...
The sights, the sounds, the smells.
Or even, like, a village could have its own artistic culture
Mm-hmm.
based on history, or you could have like modern pop culture, or like groups of people, like say, I don't know, goth culture or punk culture, or like yuppie culture. It could be like anything, right?
Yeah.
So it's like-
Yuppie culture.
I mean,
Yeah.
yuppie have, you know,
Well, it's
whatever
a shared
kind of-
belief
They're
between a
pinkies,
bunch
though.
of people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it is,
Yeah.
well, the-
And
yeah.
some cultures are based on fucking history and art, or expression that's shared by people, and then other stuff like pop culture is like,
A lot of different
Based on-
cultures too. Like you can experience lots of different food,
yeah,
right? When it comes to like people as a culture themselves.
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to lean towards race.
Yeah, because that's different. You can share a culture with someone even though you're of a different race.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can have like popular culture that's like, it's a bunch of fucking brainwash, sheeple stuff that it's just their
We got a
culture
song
is what's
about
fed
that.
to them.
Well, I woke up this morning, put on dirty boots, listened for a girlfriend and I smoked that understood. Then I'm puffing on a big token, I'm blowing to the end. And I get wondering, do we even fucking get better country's leaders are just walking through the tree? Well, I feel we're all suppressed by your hidden policy. Some asshole's agenda, it's the perfect little crime. We'll kill the men and women and some kids from time to time.
if your culture is what's fed to you and told you like this is what your culture is, then like there's not a whole
yeah.
lot of room for individualism in that culture. I don't know. It's just my thought.
Yeah. I think that
Silence.
sounds about right. That's about it. Yeah. So how do I want to word this one? So in what ways? Okay, for one, how has art changed in the last 10+ years? We can wait until you're.
I'm just turning it off.
I got you.
Make
How's it
people shut
changed?
up.
I've noticed the art scene itself, whether it be performing arts, music, like live music, people, even just like painters, excuse me, shit like that. They're it's slowly, I wouldn't say it's like dying, but it's definitely diminishing
Yeah.
for sure.
It's definitely gone downhill. Like
Yeah.
we've seen.
You see less and less every year. You know,
Yeah.
less artists, less musicians,
Less people willing to take that risk to live that.
Yeah, people forget that starving artist is just that. It really is a starving artist.
Yeah.
We all starve until we hit that big deal, and then
Yeah.
even that big deal, it's still, you're still hungry in the end, right?
That's it.
Or even the people that do make it, there's like, it seems like there's this kind of pretentiousness to it. It's like, you're an artist and they're an artist, and there should be some kind of like connection over that, but instead there's competition, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, there's a
To
lot
me,
more
there's-
competition.
There's like not a lot of support between artists.
Yeah.
you know?
As much as there used to be. There's
Yeah.
still support for sure, but it's yeah, like we're here for everybody. Support your local artists. Doesn't matter what town you're in. We're saying this from Vancouver, but doesn't mean just Vancouver local artists. If you're in Toronto, support your Toronto artists. New York, Chicago, etc., etc. You know, come on, people.
Yeah. Get the I like the local aspect because
We
it
do it
lets
for
you
you.
know what's actually happening in your surroundings. Because local artists emulate what is happening in their surroundings, and that's how
Especially
you
when
find
we're
out the
constantly
real
writing,
what's
right?
going
Yeah.
on. Is the artists tend to bring that to the forward, but if you're not looking locally and you're only looking at so-called pop culture,
Yeah,
you have no idea what's happening in your own community.
it's like a massively filtered form of media that's
Yeah.
fed to you otherwise.
Well, that's like the old saying. We are products of our environment,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then your art is a product of you.
I watched this guy he takes photos of East Van Crofts for a living,
Mm-hmm.
and this other guy paints the same photos that this guy takes. This other guy paints them, and I don't know.
It's a great little cycle. In regards to PC culture, how? Oh, see, I can't
PC
even think of this. It's so. How do I?
How do we feel on PC culture?
Yeah.
PC culture. The perfect little cunts. Well, isn't that what
Pretty
PC stands
much.
for?
Pretty,
I don't know.
Um,
What happened in the days where we used to pick on everybody, including myself?
And nobody would get offended. You just come back.
Fuck, my last name's Quackenbush. Let's hear it.
I mean, I know I'm an advocate for freedom of expression, and expression includes freedom of speech, and that's something that we should all be able to have. And political correctness censors that. It censors who you're allowed to be, how you're allowed to express yourself, and like if you end up being an asshole because you're not politically correct, then that's okay too. Not everyone has to like it.
But also, if you're pushing a political correctness, are you also not kind of trying to mold?
No, it's exactly what they're trying to say, that they're trying to be against.
Yeah.
They're using the exact same tactic in order to suppress people in a different way.
Yeah, to
And it's
mold
still a
society.
manipulation tactic.
Yeah, I think society is pushing people to become a lot more sensitive. It's like molding people into this thing where it's like, no, it's taking away your freedoms to mold you into that. Like, no one, like I was saying before, no one ever went to jail for saying the word cunt. You're allowed to be an asshole. Like, that's your personal choice if you want to be an asshole or not. I'm not going to go around being like, cunt, cunt, cunt. But, like, if you want to, then, like, you have that freedom. Or you're supposed to have
But
that
then
freedom.
you're saying you have to live with those consequences. Like, we always have
Exactly.
consequences,
Yeah.
right? But now there's no consequences, but everything has to be politically correct.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like
like
this
standing up
thin
for-
fucking
yeah.
white
Well,
line,
the
right?
consequences now are you're shunned by the rest of society, or even face jail time for saying something that offends somebody else.
Isolation.
Yeah, which is not freedom.
Oh.
I mean, it would make a lot more sense to teach people to be respectful than it would to take away their freedom of speech.
And is there anything else that you as a band stand for or would like to speak about?
Like, I might speak for the rest of the band here, but I mean, as a band, I guess part of our message is just get up, have some fucking fun, right? Like, don't worry about the what ifs, just have fun. I mean, fuck, I can't sing, but I sing. Right?
You drive yourself crazy if you play the what if game, right? Just fucking live in the moment, be yourself, enjoy life.
What's happened, you know, you can't fucking change that shit, so let's just move on.
Actually, I had speaking of cunts, I had a dumb cunt tell me one thing. The only good thing she ever told me, she said, do whatever makes you happy, and if what you're doing isn't making you happy, then you gotta ask yourself, are you doing the right thing?
That's why we play
Yeah.
music.
I have this actually little thing I added at some point that says, how does art elevate your reality? This all kind of ties into it. Just,
How does art elevate my reality?
yeah. Which is pretty much what you were talking about, just like,
I live my day-to-day basis through music. I love music.
yeah.
That's why I write. That's why I like to play music with my best friends, right? I've been lucky enough I get to play music with my best friend and my girlfriend. That's the makings, the very guts of my band.
Life's pretty lame without art.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah. It'd be pretty bland if there wasn't people out there painting pictures for you people. The very elevator music that you don't necessarily like completely pay attention to, but you catch yourself tapping your foot to. Someone took the time to write that. Like, those are your artists.
I had lost my my passion for music until he had convinced me to bring my accordion to the park one day. And it was like this fire fucking reignite, if that's the word, ignited. It ignited.
It ignited,
Again.
it ignit. We were lyricists,
It was
so we make up words.
ignited.
We ignited it.
And honestly,
Picture clip.
now that we're playing music regularly, or now that I'm playing music regularly again, I guess I never really stopped, but for me at least, like, that's a whole nother aspect of self-expression that I kind of forgot about, so I don't know.
Right.
It's like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, even if it's a sad or angry thing. That expression is beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Well,